If you're thinking about scaling your roofing business through franchising, then this is the conversation for you. My name is AJ. I'm the co-founder and CEO of ProLine. And in this interview, I sit down with Mark Easton of Buccos Roofing and talk through his story of starting with just $1,500 in the bank to building the biggest roofing business in the Pittsburgh market. Let's get into it.
We're here at the International Roofing Expo, and I am joined by Mark Easton with Buccos Roofing. Thank you for joining me.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. So very excited to chat. Well, for those listening, give us the rundown on Buccos Roofing and what you're doing as a franchisor.
Yeah, so right now we are in the process of setting up like corporate expansion and franchising. So we're very, very dedicated to this franchise business model. We've been working on it for about 18 months. A lot of legal due diligence, a lot of competitive analysis, a lot of understanding as to how we can outcompete the competitors. And I think that we dialed in a system that's going to be very beneficial to anybody that wants to franchise, to be honest. I know our territory size is far greater than our competitors, and our royalty rates are far less. And then you have a bunch of, benefits of being with us as the training and learning how to do compliance and finance and estimating and just general education on how to run a business. Additionally, like vendor support and things like that is already kind of solidified as well. So it's just a whole new space for us, and we love it. We can't wait to launch it and try to get a bunch of new franchisees on board.
That's fantastic. What would you say? Well, can you walk me through the original location? So your first Buccos Roofing location. What's the history there?
So Buccos Roofing started in 2012. I started with my brother and one of our mutual best friends. Kind of just a grassroots bootstrap approach. We started with $1,500 and just kept running. And the timing was like amazing. I felt like there wasn't a lot of competition as much as there is now. And there was really like a good fit for like a well-branded company and of course, if you do a really good service, it just continues to grow. So we pretty much grew to be the biggest company in Pittsburgh now, and that's been amazing. But you know how it is as a business owner, you always just kind of want to keep going and getting better.
Yeah.
So this is the next step for us to franchise.
That's fantastic. With moving into the franchise model, what would you say is how are you approaching roofing differently than maybe some of the competitors or some of the other players in the space, or just other companies in general? Like, what's your philosophy when it comes to roofing, I guess?
We're so product-oriented. Like, we want to give a good product, give a good customer experience, give a good service, ultimately, is what it comes down to. So every decision that we make is all based on making sure that we're using the right materials, we're training our sub-crews the right way to basically put on the best roof possible, and very communication-oriented. So I think we all just know that the best way to get more business is through referrals, and the only way to do that is by doing a good job.
Yeah.
So
building off of the positive experience and the great product,
yeah,
and building that back into the referral, creating a referral engine.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like people lose sight of like hospitality is necessary in every business. Like, you have to treat it like that. Like, you want to have a great customer experience. So I think that that's like the focal point of our company.
I love that. I couldn't agree more. For ProLine, that's our focus as well. It's like communication, customer experience.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean there's not other aspects of running a business. You know, you have all the other things that go into it. But always like keeping that in mind of like, how can we optimize that experience?
It's important. You guys do a good job of it.
Thank you.
Honestly, I was talking about that today. Like, the red carpet experience that we've had with you guys has been phenomenal. And I was talking to Emily too. I was like, I'd love to get involved in like meetings with you guys at some point. Like, I would happily just dedicate myself to it because I like seeing things get better. I know that, my skill set in the industry has to be some sort of benefit to you. You know, as far as making tech software, I can't do that at all. It's not something that it would be my strength, but how to use CRM to run a proper roofing company is very much something that I understand.
Yeah.
And working in congruence with you guys has been phenomenal. Like, I've met all the people on your team in different times, like trying to curate ideas that we have. Like, it's been a wonderful experience.
That is good to hear. I really appreciate that. That's high praise. I'm curious, what was moving to a new CRM platform, adopting a new CRM platform, definitely always super daunting.
Yes.
What was that process like for you, and kind of what led you to the decision?
What led us to, first of all, the experience was good. And you guys had people that helped us, port over some things. So onboarding, I mean, you always have your people that don't like change. Is that right? It's very hard to move a business that's been on the same software for 12 years. So, but ultimately, it was a decision that had to be made. We are kind of like a bridge between almost like how you would see a private equity company, how they have like their corporate locations in various different cities, like a roll-up model. And then there's also like the franchise model. And we kept getting stuck where we couldn't have like permission grant, like we have a call center, right? Like how does one person take a call for 10 different companies and have access to all of them? So when we found you guys and you had the super admin, it was like a match made in heaven. Like now I can see every single business that's a Buccos Roofing, and all the people that are in the call center can access all of them.
Take this out.
So it's been really exactly what we're looking for. And I think you nailed it, honestly. I really do.
Well, I appreciate that. And I mean, y'all's feedback has been incredible and very valuable. I think we're working towards one of y'all's requests, which was, I think, is to make it even easier for your call center to book those leads and have it just be, rather than even having to click in, it just like goes through a single page.
Sure.
I think we're going to be working on that.
That's great.
So it's just going to get better and better. But can you kind of give the rundown from your perspective? Like what is valuable about having that super admin? Like what? Well, I'll just give kind of what super admin is real quick.
Yeah, sure.
So like the super admin system is like our system that allows for seamless logging into different entities on the platform. So there you can just click into, you can have a portfolio of different companies. And so for you as a franchisor, like what is the key value of that?
I mean, the hardest thing about CRM is setting it up, right? With the super admin, a click of a button, you basically dispatch your entire system to the new guy. So I'd say like when we originally set out to change our software to ProLine, we probably put a month into that, like getting all the tokens right, getting all the vendors hooked up, like making sure all our stages are right, cross-referencing how we're using our old software and changing it, to make it more streamlined. And now you have all these AI, like systematic automations, right?
Yeah.
So that whole like recurating how we run our business through the CRM was a daunting task, right?
Yeah.
And it wasn't because anything other than it's a new space, a new project, and we had to get through it. But like when we onboarded, we have a franchisee in the pipeline right now for Morgantown. We onboarded him in like 2 days.
Wow.
I mean, that's phenomenal, right? Like it was as simple as hook up your vendor list. Basically, everything else just dispatched right to them, all the same systems, all the same welcome letters. It was just completely perfect and seamless. So that is going to save me more time than you can imagine. I mean, if you have a company like, you use something like Salesforce, you probably need like a full-time guy on your team at all times, automated, programming that.
Yeah.
So you guys nailed that.
How do you feel if you had to stand up each new location kind of manually, how long would it take to onboard?
I could only imagine like ours, like weeks, right? Probably 6 weeks. I mean, that's pretty much how much time it took us because obviously you can set it up a little faster, but then you break it. And you're like, oh, let me change how I did that. Oh, our welcome letter, maybe we need to reference this guy. Or, you basically continuously tweaked it for weeks. I'd say 6 weeks at least.
Yeah. And so now you own 3 days.
It's 2 days.
2 days, yeah. And you were able to...
It was like 4 hours a day. Like it was... I think it was probably an 8-hour ordeal, all in all. And that's like, we went over training too. Like, it's a very easy system to use. It's like, and then, I mean, maybe you could do it faster, but we want to make sure that they understand it perfectly.
All right. 2 days seems like a good onboarding.
I'll take that any day of the week.
Right. Any faster than that, it's almost like,
if you do this 2 guys, yeah.
Oh, man, yeah. Well, that's phenomenal. I mean, but yeah, I guess being able to tweak it one time, you went through that tweak process, 6 weeks, got it all squared away and working smoothly. and then now being able to just duplicate that out.
Yeah, it's hugely important for us. And to be able to just kind of review every branch at you get a scorecard, right? Like the percentile on how well they're operating, and just to take a glance and be like, this guy's not 100. What's going on? And that is also very nice. And then your reporting is good. And obviously the rev share. I love the rev share. It's very easy just to collect royalties automatically. I don't even have to worry about you chasing these people down. As long as they get ACH or credit card, it's coming to me. And then, the reporting end, we go through that and kind of catch up with them. But that's also a really nice feature. And the phone being integrated, very nice. I mean, we went through all that buying people company phones, and then they quit, and the homeowner calls them. They're, for various different reasons, they can't get a hold of us.
Right.
Yeah. A lot of good ideas you guys have.
It's all come back to listening to the users of the platform.
Yeah.
Like yourself.
And wanting to be the best. It's you guys have that motto. It's we want to be better. We want to be better. We want to be better. That's the people I want to be dealing with.
Same. And it's been great working with you guys. I know Jonathan, our team, absolutely loves. Well,
he's got man. We love him. He's fun. Yeah, we got out to job. Yeah, definitely. He's our guy. He's taking care of every onboarding, every single person on our team, and he's super friendly, super nice, super helpful. You got a good guy there.
Yeah, he's good. I think it's great to work with people that are pushing to be the best version of themselves, to be sure, and to be the best. Yeah, I love it. I mean, and it's always amazing to get to work alongside other ambitious people. So
we always say there's always room for number one. You just got to get there. And so everybody's like, "Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work?" It's there's always that top spot. You just got to get there. It's not easy, but you guys are going to come for it. I mean, I did all the competitive analysis. Honestly, we looked at every single different company, and we landed on ProLine for a reason.
I appreciate that. That's that trust means a ton to us here. So it's what I'm curious. So you did you demoed all the other solutions and analyzed them. What was the well, let me ask you this. Was there things that you saw in other systems that maybe wasn't enough for you to go with them, but you still think, man, it'd be nice for ProLine to have that as well?
So, there's some things that other people are doing that I thought you guys could do.
I'm curious. How can we go even?
There's a couple custom reports. I felt like that was something we dial down our reports to sometimes especially when we did this franchise. Obviously people aren't in this. This isn't a normal situation, but we need to know exactly how much money we made in every single zip code, right? So it's we have to dial the report down to the zip code. How in tune do most companies need to go? Probably not that far, but I would say the custom reporting field is always something that I think you guys should be thinking about.
Yeah.
Other than that,
not much else?
No, pretty much. I mean,
I'll take that.
Yeah.
The custom reporting thing, though, I think this is maybe the third conversation I've had about that today. We need custom reporting.
100%.
And
everybody has their own metrics.
Yeah.
Right?
That's what we ran into. We were when we first built it, we thought about making it custom out of the gate, and we were just oh man, it'd be such a nightmare. Let's just figure out what the right numbers are, the right numbers. But then what we found is everybody wants to approach things differently.
Right.
So one of the I think the most hotly contested metric that we have is close rate, because we're doing cohort-based close rate, which we felt was the most accurate way to look at close rate. But then a lot of contractors don't want to look at close rate that way. They want to look at close rate just as a simple, we won this many jobs in a month, and we had this many opportunities, and so we're gonna divide this one by this one and get a close rate. Whereas the way that we by default look at it in ProLine is, if there's 100 opportunities that come in, if you however many of those you close, regardless of when it is what your close rate is. So if you end up closing 30 of those 100, then it's a 30% close rate. It's limited to those 100 for that given month. The problem is because there's a long sales cycle. in the short run, that makes your close rate look really bad. Because it's like 12%, but it's just because this takes time to close that. But that's, I think, one of the biggest things that's been hotly contested. But it's like the solution, I think, is not for us to decide the right way to calculate these, but to give our users the tools to set it up how they want to look at it.
Super good thought process, honestly. And when we used to do our reporting on close rate, we never evaluated the last 45 days. Just because that's about as long as the cycle should be. They want to meet with 3 contractors, they want to get their financing in line, they take their good old time, and then they make a decision. So it's like, if you evaluate everything past 45 days, it should be a pretty good look at it. And also, there's something else that I wanted to say about that. Oh, when you don't want to lead, right? Like, how many people call you and it's like, they want you to do this, this, and that, and you're like, that's not a good job for us. I mean, how does that affect your close rate? Like, for us, we used to back them out. Buccos doesn't want. That's how we classified it. We pull a customer report, take out Buccos doesn't want, we run a report. Yeah, because, you're obviously evaluating that in your marketing, and you're like, hey, my leads, how much money am I spending? It was a wasted lead. That cost me money still. It still needs to be evaluated in the marketing side of things, but whenever you evaluate your sales team, can't really fault them because we didn't want it.
Yeah, disqualified.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's how that would go.
Well, we do have disqualified, but it's like, that's, to your point, it's like, you should have options on, like, if you want to tag it. So that's something that we've worked, especially on reporting, and I feel like we need to do a lot better on, is like providing that flexibility.
I mean, it's a work in progress from what I understand. Like, you guys pretty much, every time you get a good idea, you put it together. It's just a matter of what's the priority for.
That's the goal.
Yeah,
that's the goal.
It's the same way with us. Every business, like, as a CEO, like, you're always constantly battling, like, the long-term vision versus the short-term production. Like, what are we doing today to make sure it works later? And there's a fine line there on making the right decision all the time. And obviously, you need to have the right bandwidth from your team and be able to make all these things happen. But you have the roadmap feature. I think that's very nice. So you can vote on it. Like, it's, we put ideas on there all the time. It's nice to know that, like, they are logged and they are underway. And I will tell you, from my experience working with other people, it was lost in the dark. You know, it's like you put up an idea and nothing. So I have seen ideas. I have personally put an idea in there. I personally had a meeting with Oliver. Like, how good is that, you know? And then we're having a meeting and he's showing me, like, how it's going to look on paper, talking to me about it. I'm like, this is the best. How can you beat that?
That's the experience we want to provide.
Yeah, and I like that it's white labeled.
Yeah,
very nice. I mean,
we reserve that. So, like, some platforms let you just do it on, for everybody, but we reserve that for enterprise. Like, because you guys are building you're building your brand and you're bringing people into your ecosystem.
Yeah.
So
that's huge. I mean, I basically tell people we have a software. I mean, can I say that? I mean, in some sense, like, it is a Buccos roofing software, right? Like, it is
powered by
ProLine, right?
Yeah.
But it is, like, we curated it, it's customized, and it has our name on it. And whether that's the case or not, like, we look at that thing and we see our name at the top. It's special.
Yeah.
No?
I mean, it is truly, it's like your quotes that you guys built.
Yeah.
And I think we're headed even more that direction. Is like, we really want to enable, especially, I don't know what the right, but like leaders in the space. So like, you guys know how the right way, like, to do roofing. You know the way that you want it to be done and think it should be done. And we want to enable you to go in, and at some point we want to have it be so customizable, potentially you can even build out your own features in the platform.
Wow.
And like, we're a lot of that will be powered by AI and stuff like that, but that's the kind of part of the long-term vision, is like really opening this up and letting you guys truly make it your own, and like us be the power behind it. Like, we're we're the foundational level or layer, but really just let you guys make it your own. So we've tried to do that so far, but we're just gonna keep moving in that direction.
Yeah, that's the route to take to be number one. I mean, that's what you got to do. I mean, if you can completely customize KPIs, like, yeah, it's a word that everybody throws around, but what's it mean to you? Like, for us to be able to have our own KPIs, I'm sure they're different than the other good guys, you know? So customizable is awesome. But at the same time, like, there's only so many people that can really think like you guys do. You know, we're fortunate to have a guy on our team that's amazing at this, but it is also nice that it is easy, right? Like, I'm no CRM whiz myself. I can hop in there and do everything I need to do. I mean, everyone that we bring on, like, you don't need to be, you know, some IT guy to figure this thing out. Like, you can just, it follows you around. It's pretty, it kind of pushes you along. It's very, the automations are very nice.
All that. That's we put a lot into that. And that really is, I think, the heart and soul of the platform is like the automation.
Oh yeah, so it's amazing. We had an interview with Dimitri, and we were talking about, he's like, what's your take on AI? I was like, I don't like it replacing interaction between humans, but I like it whenever it like picks up an error from where a human would make a mistake. And your system just uses AI so tastefully that it just corrects errors, and doesn't let you fall out of the loop. And I love that. I look forward to using some of the other AI features, to be honest with you.
Jonathan mentioned that you guys were looking at some of that, like the receptionist.
Yes. Yeah, we got to get into that. There's a lot of different things that... The thing is with our business, like, maybe it doesn't make perfect sense for you to build this thing like around us. Like, we're an anomaly. They're not all businesses or franchisors and have corporate expansion, but I feel like if you can grasp our needs, you're covered on all bases.
Yeah. We think of it as two different like levels. So there's the entity level, and they have certain, one set of needs, and then what we found is, like, regardless of whether an entity, and maybe this proves to be different, but generally speaking, regardless of whether an entity is part of a franchise or is independent, regardless, like, they typically have the same feature needs. Like, there's the same needs there, but then we have that super admin layer that is specifically for roll-ups and franchises, and your needs are different because but we kind of keep them somewhat separate. That's why we do have like the two different idea boards. One is for the super admin side, one is for the regular side. But yeah, I totally agree. Like, our working with you guys it's a challenge, but if we can meet that challenge, then we're good for a much wider.
I mean, you guys are dedicated. I mean, I personally got an email from you at 3 o'clock in the morning, the video explaining exactly what we were fighting through. You know, like, what kind of CEO, like, that means something to me. Like, that's a partnership. That's a relationship. Like, and you just don't find that everywhere. Like, we can tell that you care. And, you know, like, the super admin is very important to you, and it's very important to me. And I know that you're in it to win it. And I'm very excited about this partnership, to be honest. I love it. It's been good.
Well, let's win it together.
Yeah, bro. Very much. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it.